Hello and welcome to Honeybees and Orchids. You might think that harvesting the honey is the end of the season, but actually for the bees it is the beginning of the season. Wait, what? Beginning of the season? Yes, because if as a beekeeper you do your job well now, that means you get very nice bees out of the end of the winter. So in fact the season starts now. So it's not the end of the season, it's the start of the season. You need to keep your Varroa mites in check. And how you do it, I don't care. If there's a lot of different ways, with chemicals, with acids, with genetics. Mosquitoes. Well, and you need to make sure they got enough stores for winter. So let's suit up, let's get on with it. In August the bees start making the winter bees. Those are quite different. They look the same, but inside they're quite different than the summer bees. Summer bees live for max 6 weeks, and winter bees need to stay alive for 6 months. So what I first do, most of the time, depends on how much food they've got. And this is Stad's hive, and they've got some food, but they got not very much food. With my patched up English, but okay. And they need, I mostly want to give them some feed first, so they can get a bit of their stores done. And when they got all or mostly all of their winter feed, I'll start a Varroa treatment. There are lots of action here. You can see the difference in color. Those grayish bees are young bees. Oh, and there's that's luck. Where she is, where she is. There she is. That's a queen tot. You can see there's not very much stores of food. So first they will get some winter feed. Like this. And some food for the ladies. If I can open the can. They will for sure collect some more honey. That's perfect for them. They need honey. The honey has more properties than sugar syrup, which they convert to honey, but it's not the same as the real deal. So that's why it's important as a beekeeper, you leave them enough honey to get their vitamins and their minerals and their good stuff. And you supplement them with sugar. If you don't collect any honey from your bees, you don't have to. Well, if the area where your bees live are okay, then you don't have to feed them extra. Like so. Next hive. Well, this is the hive that's gonna be called Valerie's hive. Valerie Doherty, this is your hive. Dedicated to you. Watching almost all my honeybee and orchid videos and take any time to write a comment. The bees still have some sugar. Let's see how they are. Last time I checked them, they weren't the most nice bees. So if that's still the case, if that still is the case, Queen Valerie isn't in the hive yet. And I mean by that, if this queen makes aggressive bees, I will take her out of the hive and I'll introduce a new queen, and that will be Queen Valerie. Because, well, I don't want any bastard bees. Flying thumbtacks are no good. You can't proper beekeep with them. For the bees itself, it ain't a problem if they are aggressive. Well, that means no robbery will take place, or very little. But let's see how they are today. A teeny tiny bit of smoke. Oh, they're much more docile as they were some time ago. Let's check a couple of frames. The queen is laying still. This is the hive the swarm came out from on that crazy day in the orchid apiary video. Oh, and look at that beautiful brood nest. That's a nicely mated queen. The bees aren't running across the frame yet. I'm not going to have a big search for the queen. But that frame was a lot heavier than this frame. So there might be just eggs in here. And there might be a laying queen in there, but you never know. No, I don't know if you can see this video and if you can hear it. This is the sound of happy bees. And if they get more agitated, you'll notice the sound levels go up. There are still drones in here. Come on ladies, out of the way. So yes, this is the start of the bee season. If you do your work right now, you'll get nicely wintered bees. They go nicely inside the winter and they come out on the good side. Well, no queen to see, but you can see the difference with the other hives of me. With a couple of frames and I'm being very gentle. Taking a couple of frames and they already let me know by their behavior. They're not really happy with me doing it, but they aren't aggressive whatsoever for the moment. So these are okay. So Valerie, your hive is looking good. I put the food back on. Like that. That's quite hefty already. So we'll leave it for now. On to the next.